Hi.
You're leaving me.
Yeah, I'm going away. We're at Manchester Airport, and Chloe's come to drop me off, but I will soon be abandoning her to
Yeah,
go to Geneva.
posho.
But it's fine. We're going to be abroad basically. I'm abroad for 2 weeks. Chloe's abroad for most of that, but she leaves on Wednesday, and we are meeting up in a week. So yeah,
Yeah.
this video is going to be my journey to Geneva, which I already know is going to be hellish, and I'll explain why in a little bit.
Yeah, and then I need to go back to undisclosed location where we live, where we are not doxing ourselves on this YouTube channel.
Correct. While I'm walking towards Terminal 2, let's explain why today is going to be so hellish. I'm flying to Geneva. I have to do it via Belfast, because that was the only way to do it under £200 when I was booking. Today, tickets for a direct flight to Geneva showed up for £35, but that's beside the point. I'm going via Belfast. My flight to Belfast, I should say, is delayed by an hour and a half. After this an hour and a half delay, landing in Belfast, I've got 2.5 hours there to wait for my flight to Geneva. Thankfully, that flight will be in a window seat, but my flight to Belfast is in the middle seat. This is all on easyjet. In addition, this morning when I finished packing, I realised, oh shit, I've got too much stuff to meet easyjet's default baggage allowance. And bear in mind, I have to take 2 flights with all this stuff, which means I had to pay for 2 on the day extra bags on easyjet, which came to a total of £65, which means my originally £60 flight to Geneva is now costing me £125. Now, thankfully, I checked in online, so I was able to avoid the very nice looking but very busy check-in area. And it's time to go straight to security. Also, it looks like my flight might not be as delayed as I thought, which would be nice, but we shall see. Okay, we're approaching security, which means it's time for you to go into my bag. Well, that was a very easy security. They had to check my shoes for something, but neither of my bags got pulled, and I was through in about 5 minutes, which, to be fair, is generally what you expect from security these days, especially on a Sunday morning. So now I've got some time to kill before my flight. There's a lot of new stuff at Terminal 2 at Manchester Airport. I think it was recently redone. So yeah, I'm in the duty-free, or I'm about to go into the duty-free area, but I think the odds of me buying something are low, except for maybe some food. There's not many food options in Belfast. So, 11:40 to Belfast, estimated 13:05. Okay, well, that's an hour and 25 minutes of delay. What time is it now? 10:32. I've got 2.5 hours until my flight. Let's see if I can kill all that time. God, some of the duty-free shops are insane. There is a tech shop that sells everything from like personal robots to hair dryers and toothbrushes, like electric toothbrushes. But no Pixel Watch chargers, because I forgot mine at home. And I wish I had it. But oh well. If I had a spare £200 and space in my hand luggage, oh yes. About half an hour of plane spotting later, I am hungry. My flight was meant to take off 25 minutes ago, and I've still got an hour. So I'm gonna go find some food, or try to find some food that doesn't cost like 20 quid for a sandwich or something. We'll see, wish me luck. Well, I've just seen that my flight status is go to gate, so I think I'm gonna have to go downstairs and head to Boots and just get an overpriced sandwich that I can eat on the plane because, yeah, I've got to go to my gate. I did not expect that so early. Maybe the flight won't be as delayed as I thought. lunch acquired, and now on my way to gate A11, probably about a 10-minute walk. Well, 10 minutes for a spray person, so maybe like 7 for me. I've got my lunch. It is tagliatelle cacio e pepe. I got asked if I was Italian because I know how to pronounce cacio e pepe, or I know how to somewhat pronounce it, and the person serving me it did. Boarding time. No jetway for us today, because this is easyjet. I was wrong. This is my first time having a jetway on easyjet. Nice. Hello from a very, very rainy and windy Belfast International. Oh my god, the weather is awful. But that was possibly the smoothest landing I've ever experienced. So yeah, why couldn't we have had a jetway here? This rain is horrendous. Okay, I'm inside, not being rained on anymore. My next flight to Geneva is meant to be in 2.5 hours, but it's been delayed to the point that it's in 4 hours. Wonderful, but you've already seen me waiting in an airport, and there was not much footage of the actual flight from the last flight, so I've got a window seat on the next one. I'll film stuff then. I've been at Belfast for hours. It is finally time to escape. In the space of about 10 minutes, my flight went from no gate information to final call gate 11. So I picked up some food, and I'm at gate 11. Let's see if they're boarding. And we're boarding 45 minutes after scheduled departure time. 10 minutes in the stairwell later, I'm outside. There's the plane, finally getting on it. We're not leaving at 6. We were meant to leave at 5. It's going to be like 6:20 by the time we leave. I was hoping more of the flight would be in daylight for video purposes, but oh well. At least the takeoff will have some nice views, hopefully. So what you're now seeing is footage of the bus journey up from Geneva Airport to the ski resort of Leger, where I was staying. This bus almost left without me because my plane was an hour late, actually more than an hour late, and immigration at Geneva took forever, which meant that I got to the bus 53 minutes after it was meant to leave. What an absolute farce, but it waited for me, it didn't strand me in Geneva, so much stress later, I did actually make it to the ski resort on the day that I planned to. But we're going to make up for all the crap of this journey with some footage of me and my brother skiing. So enjoy. Hi! I'm skiing! That's my brother.